focusing on my finances, I then feel still unfulfilled. Why am I getting further with my knowledge about finance, quote unquote, just an example, but I still feel like I'm not doing anything else? I feel like my time's being wasted. I feel like I'm not doing anything myself. Well, that's why, because you only cater to one part of you, and you're a whole pie, baby. You are not just a piece of that, okay? You are the whole pie. What's up, y'all? It is your girl Emajah, and I am back again with another freaking episode. So how y'all feeling today? I hope everything is good, and I hope you guys was anticipating this new video to come out this week, because I was anticipating recording this video and getting it shared, as I am every week. Yeah, I really do enjoy this. Today, if you already read the topic, then you know what this video is going to be about. In my journey as I evolve, I find myself being more intentional with myself, with how I respect myself, how I treat myself, how I look at myself, what I choose to do with myself. And in this journey of me finding myself again, I find that I manage my time that is according to my own idea of what stage I'm in at this given season in my life. So y'all know I love talking about the seasons that we in. I love the seasons, okay? The constant shifts and change and energy. So that's why I decided, okay, well, because long before I really had a horrible time managing my time. I had a horrible time feeling like I was able to be productive throughout the day, but not just be productive with giving myself meaningless tasks. I wanted to give myself things that actually could change my lifestyle and change for the better. And I recognize just that when I look at myself and I value myself more, and I was intentional with myself, I was able to erase those limiting beliefs that I didn't have enough time, or that my days would be wasted, or whatever the case, because that's not true. We have all the time that we need to do everything that we need to do that is important. You know, the most important things we have time to do. And your definition of important varies depending on what's going on in your life. And that's why I wanted to share with you this topic today. So, as you guys know, we just started the quote of the week, and I do not have a nice name for y'all, because it's not even a quote of the week, it's a quote of today's episode. Okay? Nobody commented what they wanted for us to do. I thought it was like a cute little interaction thing, so I'm just gonna keep it going until somebody give me something that sounds good. But you guys know we just started doing the quote of every episode, and I do like this. I'm such a quote girl. I'm such an affirmation girl. So I wanted to make sure y'all on the same page. So here is the quote for this episode today, and it's very beautiful. As you can see, it says, until you value yourself, you won't value your time. Until you value your time, you will not do anything with it. And that is by M. Scott Peck. Until you value yourself, you will not value your time. And until you value your time will just be wasted doing things that is not important. Quote unquote, watching Suits every single day, all day. It's like, no, y'all, that used to be, I used to be watching Suits. Suits is like 40 minutes episode. I could watch like 3 or 4 episodes and I'd be like, God damn, that's just too much. It's just too much for me. So much going on in the day. I don't even be watching 3 or 4 episodes of Suits, okay? Not even when I'm done with everything I need to do. That's just too much of the fakeness. And then I go ahead and look at people realize, and I'm like, oh my God, this shit is so fake. Do y'all have that same type of feeling? You know what I mean? You watch a movie and then you look at shit in real life and then you just be mad and you just watch the fucking movie. You just watch all this fake shit and it made me feel so real and it's all fake. But okay, I digress. Let us get into this video. Be intentional with yourself. so that you can use your time wisely. I'm gonna actually put another screenshot on here of my screen, because when I first bought my phone, I was doing some shit around on the screen, because it's what you see every single day. And I basically had said, it said I was writing like, take my time, take your time wisely, or something like that, take your time. But y'all see it, I was like, take your time. And as I was writing that, I was like, wait, why am I putting take my time? Because take means to bring away. I'm going to put the definition of take right here. Take means to bring away from something. So why am I bringing away from the time that I had? And that's just also getting into how the words and what you say out of your tongue is a double-edged sword. Your tongue can create the lifestyle that you live. So when I spoke these things, when I wrote it down, like taking something, and then it just came to me to use my time. And when I put use my time instead of take my time, it changed the whole direction of the sentence. Let me know if you agree in the comments below. It changed just the whole direction of the sentence. I went from taking my time to feeling like, okay, I'm just moving slow, giving myself the excuse that I can move slow, and then I can, take advantage, be advantageous of the clock that I'm on. Or I could use my time wisely. That means be active with my time, and do things that is going to produce fruitful results. I haven't just started reading the Bible, and I read it from the beginning. And it said, he said he put us humans on here. He said God, quote unquote, I'm reading the Bible as if it's just a story. I'm not reading it as if it's the message of a life, So, but we're not even gonna get into that right now. If y'all want to get into it, that could be another video. But yeah, I'm reading it as it's just like a fiction book and a storytelling book. And basically, the God that created us said, just be fruitful and reproduce. So you want to do, things that is going to add fruit to your life. That's crazy. I just read the Bible and I'm already quoting the Bible. Interesting. Okay, so that was just what I read from Bibles today. But back then, I was just like, use your time wisely. So, and I just add into it right now. You use your time wisely so you can produce fruitful results. And that's what is the main core. You use your time. You be intentional with yourself. You be intentional with your goals so that you can use your time wisely in alignment with the intention that you put on yourself, so that you can then produce fruitful results that will lead to that beauty, that prosperity that you so gratefully desire and deserve. And as I get into this, I want to tell you guys why it is beneficial to be intentional with yourself. It's because when you cater to all parts of you, you fulfill yourself. When you only focus on one aspect of your life and you dedicate the rest of your time on this one aspect of your person, you are left unfulfilled. And the reason why you're left unfulfilled is because you do not cater to every part of you. So you need to be intentional, not just with the fact that you want to have a career in finance. You want to be intentional that you want to have a career in finance. You also want to have your personal freedom to do whatever it is that you like to do. Maybe you like to read books. Maybe you like to go out to the park. Maybe you like to go network events. You also want to create an aspect of your life that's dedicated and centered towards you going out and doing those things that fulfill that personal need. Now you got your personal need, you got your career need. Now you want to be intentional with your spirit, with your brain, how you work your brain for the unknown and not just the what we consider as the 1 + 1 = 2 brain system. I feel like all of us, we have a soul, therefore we have a spirit. Spirit and soul is 1 and 1. So I feel like it is only right to give time that is dedicated simply to the spirit, the mind, the consciousness, that's what I should say. You want to give time to yourself about your consciousness. And I promise you, and then you have your physical goals and whatever you do that gives yourself that physical self-love, whether that's working out, doing yoga, doing Pilates, walking, dancing, whatever that swimming, whatever that may be for you. You want to center yourself around all these things, your hobbies, be intentional with every part of yourself, not just one part of yourself. And so that way, now that you got your breakdown of every single part of you that needs to be catered to, all right, now you can go ahead and now you can figure out how to use your time, okay? How to manage your time better, right? So now that you got this, bam, that leads to B. It's literally like a timeline, okay? You get the one, you get the other, and you get the one, you get the other. So as you focusing on this part of yourself, now I'm able to destruct and see, okay, what is that I need to spend my time on? When I spend my time all day on just focusing on my finances, I then feel still unfulfilled. Why am I getting further with my knowledge about finance, quote unquote, just an example, but I still feel like I'm not doing anything else? I feel like my time's being wasted. I feel like I'm not doing anything myself. Well, that's why, because you only cater to one part of you, and you are a whole pie, baby. You are not just a piece of that, okay? You are the whole pie. So now, okay, I figured out I need to have a section amount for my career, which is whatever that is. Then I need to have set amount to my personal life, my personal goals. I need to have time so that I could just relax and I could rest and do whatever that is resting for me. I need to have time dedicated to going out and working out, being physical, and so on and so forth. And then that's how you can break up your day. And I know they say, when you got a goal, you focus on that goal. I am not telling you guys to take away from the goal that you have. I'm just telling you guys how to manage it better, to manage your time so that as you still pursue this goal, you do not feel like only half of you is there. You want to bring your whole self there. You want to bring your whole self. That's what I talked about in that last video when I did my first speaking engagement. I cannot wait until I have another one, y'all. But you just bring your whole self, not just so when you going out and representing yourself, you bring your whole self to your day. So when that day comes, you bring every part of you to conquer this day. If you do not run the day will run you. So you wake up and you move according to your needs, okay? Also, on how to manage your time better is to not hold all of the desire in your heart. Instead, hold your desire in your actions. The reason why I say this one right here, why this will add to your time management, is because when you just think so much about just writing and just planning, and that's the type of person that you just plan your whole life away, or you think your whole life away, you dream your whole life away, you do not put those steps into actual actions. And when you hold all of these things in your brain, you eventually do what? You do nothing with your time, inevitably. So you feel like, okay, I did all this planning, but all I did was plan my whole day. I didn't make no type of action movement towards my future. Granted, planning is great. You need to have a plan. You need to see where it is that you're going, but you should not spend all of your time on create a plan, you work the plan, and you move on. Okay, you create a plan, you work the plan, and you move on. You do not spend the whole day just planning and then just reciting your plan. So if you want to manage your time better, put those desires back into those actual action steps. Yes. What? Baby. Hi, babe. You guys, my man came home from work. So surprise. That was a little surprise, totally unexpected. But back to our conversation. Let me tell you this. Your desire is never really just for one aspect of you. When you desire something, you desire it for your whole being. if that makes sense. You desire your needs not for one aspect of yourself, but for your whole being. So you want to have a better finance, but you don't just want to have a better finance. You want to have a better connection with yourself. You want to have a stronger connection with the spirit. You want to have a deeper connection with your everyday movement. You want to have a deeper connection with the time that you have. This is like a practical step for you. How you manage your time better, you make time to pay attention to your desires. You make your time that caters to the desires that you have as your full whole self. And that is how you can manage your time. And I also want to tell you guys, do not try to fulfill your day like boom, boom, boom. Have what everybody say is 3 things that you want to really focus on during the day. And have your morning routine, have your night routine, and then have your 3 focus during the day. And then when you complete your focus, don't just go ahead and just spend the rest of your time doing nothing. You still want to balance that out, whether you just take an hour of rest, you take an hour of just relaxing, sitting outside, whatever that is, and then you spend time, because you also have to cook. But you pick 3 top things that you want to focus on. And the other things that's not your top, when you're finished your top desires, you can then pay attention to those other things that you do want to cater to. I'm telling you guys, that will change your whole schedule. Just to shorten up what I said, do not hold everything that you desire to do in your mind. Write that down and then pick your top 3 for that day. And list your schedule based off of those top 3 desires that you want to gain within yourself. And you tackle that during the day. I also want to tell you guys, hold yourself accountable. If you need to manage your time, you will eventually get to a point where you cannot give yourself any more excuses. You get to a point where you get tired of yourself. And that is the point where you realize it's either I get up and do what I say I'm going to do, or I do not. You have to realize your life will not change. Or aspect of you that you want the change to come, it will not change unless you decide to make that change. You really want to manage your time better, tell yourself you're going to manage it. Make your word unbreakable to the point where you done said it, so it's out, because that's how it is. When you say it, you cannot take it back. That is air that you have given out. Okay, so when you say it, that is law. Make your word your law. Okay, cater to every single part of yourself by being intentional with every part of yourself. From the intentions that you have about yourself, develop the desires that you want for each aspect of your being, and then dedicate your time to those desires and have at least a top 3 for your day or for your week that you want to pay attention to. And then you move on that, and you just realize that I have to, because if I don't, nobody will do it for me. And if anybody does it for me, that's still not going to change my life. The goal of managing your time is to maximize the life experience that you have. If you want to maximize the life experience that you have to manage your time wisely, because we have to sleep for 8 hours. 9 times out of 10, you might have to work under somebody else for 8 or 9 hours, and you have to cook for some hours, so you don't have time to yourself. So you have to figure out how can you have time for yourself, for your business, for your personal goals, for your family goals, and then you will be successful. You do not wait until tomorrow. You do it today. 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 That is all that I have to say for you guys on how to manage your time better. I hope you guys are able to do better things with the time that you have. And if you are, please come back and tell me about it during our tea talk, our live tea talk. They be every Tuesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. During this tea talk, it's your time to tell me if you disagree with me, if you agreed with me, if you took some notes that I said and how it benefited your life, or how it wrongfully affected you, and how you felt, how this negative impact did for you, with positive things that you decided to go from the route from being as though you done did something that did not work for you. So I'm very interested to see where you guys are at, how you guys are feeling, where you guys are going during this tea talk. This is the time for not me, this is the time for you. So get you a glass of hot tea, get you a bottle of champagne, and let's talk about it. I will see you guys next Saturday for another episode. And as I just mentioned, make sure I see you guys this Tuesday to tune into our live tea talk on Instagram at 3 p.m. Okay? Thank you guys so much for tuning into this video. Make sure you like, you comment, and you subscribe. Until then.